Okay, it's time for part 2 of the challenge. I haven't figured out what else I'm putting in the giveaway yet. Right when we get to 200, I'll announce the rest of the giveaway items. I think we're at $199 right now. So we got another Fairfield pack that I'll go ahead and open. Let's pop the cards out. And let's see how we do here. It's definitely not an opening day pack. I also found a prime pack for the first time. And we shot the video to use it for tomorrow. And wouldn't you know it, for whatever reason, it didn't record. So I'll have to go back through, recap that for you. But I did get some pretty cool stuff. Let's see, Justin Upton, Mike Trout. Got here Brandon Barnes, Adam Jones. A lot of outfielders so far. Blake Rivera, first Bowman. Andrelton Simmons. Anthony Rendon. Really nice third baseman. I like the All-Star Game logo. That's pretty awesome. Last year's All-Star Game was in Washington, or 2018's was in Washington, D.C. So it was pretty awesome to be able to get one of those with Rendon on it. My wife and I actually went last year. Let me actually adjust the camera. The color correcting is really bugging me. Lucas Giolito. Some of these guys, there's a lot of first Bowmans in this one. So some of them I don't think are necessarily gonna be considered for the team. Rick Honeycutt, he's the Dodgers pitching coach now. I learned that because of this series going on currently, which is also the reason I have the Strasburg out, since he's pitching for my Nationals tonight. Hopefully they can get over the hill for the first time. Nice Carl Crawford from Bowman's Best. While he's turned around, we have Bernie Williams. He's a competitor. We got Will Clark again. He didn't make yesterday's team, but maybe he has a shot to make this one. It's an old 1982 Fleer. It's Ruffin Jackson. Bobby Abreu, he was a good player. Tyoshi Shinjo. I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't think he's going to be on the team. Trevor Larnach, I've heard his name. He's it's a pretty good first Bowman to have. Jack Clark. There's another first Bowman. Carlton Fisk. Strong consideration at the catcher position. Alex Sanchez. Also, once I put the team together, that's a nice Bowman's Best Noah Syndergaard. Once the team's assembled, and you see at least who my finalists were for each position, let me know if you would make any changes to the squad. Top prospect Scott Hatteberg. That's kind of cool. Just because he him in Moneyball. Alec Hansen, Bowman Chrome. Juan Samuel, Ernest Riles. There's a Jay Bruce Mini. Geronimo Baroa. Brad Radke. Dustin Mosley, Tony Abreu, who right now is the only second baseman we have on this team to pick from. Alfonso Soriano, but he's listed on the back as an outfielder, so that's what I have to characterize him as. Alfredo Griffin. There's a team card, so that won't help me out here. Troy Gloss at first base. Kendrys Morales and Norm Charlton. Our pack's going to be tops big. Not holding out much hope from there. Really don't like the big cards. I really have a hard time storing them. Okay, here we got Tyler Alston at first base. Rookie card, Kyle Crockett, Brian Dozier. He may play at second for us. Avisail Garcia. I think I'm going to start shooting these at nighttime again, just because That backlighting's pretty rough. Joe Morgan, second base. Some really good years. I think he may be our new second baseman. Warren Cromartie. Reggie Jefferson. DH Jason Schmidt. Jung Bong. Bill Long. Antonio Ozuna. You have your Kevin Gross. Man, those were some ugly designs. Norberto Martin and Bobby Witt. Stoudemire, Brian Horton. There's a Gary Ward. We pulled his rookie out of one of the other ones, Dave Justice. Andujar Cedeno. And he is I don't know what position he plays, but he wouldn't be selected anyway. Nothing against him, but yeah, he wouldn't be selected. William McGee. Terry Harper, outfielder. Ruben Sierra. His pro debut. Terry McGriff, catcher. Some more pro debut. Randy Velarde. I'll list him at shortstop. I don't have many of those to choose from. Gary Gaetti. He was just my second third baseman. It definitely makes it challenging when you've only got a certain number of people at some positions. Chris Sabo. Justin Bloxham. Funny story about Bloxham. This guy right here. I actually made a faux pas when I was working video for the Lynchburg Hillcats, and I sat on the bus next to the starting pitcher for that night. The joy of unwritten rules of baseball. And of course I was unaware, of that. So I sit next to him, and the pitcher's like, I don't really mind. I'm going to pitch the same either way, which is true. He probably would have. But Bloxham, kindly made room for me to move over and sit next to him. Even though, some other players had empty seats next to them and just didn't want to move. So, I'll always remember him for that just really random story. And Spike Owen is a shortstop. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Got everything sorted. Catcher, I really only have a couple to choose from. Scott Hatteberg. So it's pretty easy. Going to be Carlton Fisk here. Had some big power numbers. Didn't strike out much, which is really all you can hope for from a catcher. Actually, I didn't open the tops big. But unless something blows me away out of tops big, we will be going with Fisk. So we get these turned around. They're actually in pretty good shape. Well, there's Nolan Ryan. Bo Jackson. We actually may have some contenders coming out here. Kirby Puckett. Holy cow, Ramen Yount. This is quite the pack. Oh, he's listed as an outfielder here. Terry Steinbeck, who's a catcher, but he's not going to move ahead of Fisk. Didn't quite have the same power. Joe Carter, he did make yesterday's team, and he can play first base. It says right on the back. So I'll put him under consideration there, but I don't think he'll make the team today. Just a few too many good players. So Lance McCullers, that's Lance McCullers Jr.'s dad from the Astros. Okay, so now let's go through first base. Let's see, Joe Carter has a chance of playing. McGuire could potentially get it. Josh Bell has a chance. I'm going to go McGuire just because the whole body of work. So he'll be our first baseman. Second base, it was slim pickings for a little while, but pretty easy. Got to go Joe Morgan. You just look at his numbers over his career. You know, really hard to top that. Phenomenal speed. Could handle the bat. He's going to be at second base. Shortstop now. Provided me with some options. Jose Reyes. Trevor Story. Alfredo Griffin. Andrelton Simmons. I think Power's coming around, but he could always field really well. I'm really close between him and Story, but I think I'm just going to go with Simmons to form that double play combo with him and Joe Morgan. Third base now, Velarde, Chris Sabo, Ernie Riles, Gary Gaetti, Anthony Rendon. Pretty easy. It's going to be Rendon. So he'll go into third. Our outfielders, let me thin these out a little bit. See who we may potentially have as options. Because a lot of these are going to narrow themselves out pretty quickly. And I'm sorting them right now. I like Lorenzo Cain, just can't quite consider him there. So, here are the finalists. Mike Trout, probably one of the best players ever. He has to be in the outfield. Carl Crawford, good outfielder, just can't quite go with him. Bernie Williams, possible. Bobby Abreu, again, just on the outside looking in. And I'm going to have to do the same thing with Alfonso Soriano. So I didn't think any of these big cards were going to play, but it honestly looks like they might. Kirby Puckett, you know, really good outfielder. Defensively could handle the bat well. Bo Jackson. I mean, it's Bo Jackson. If he could have stayed healthy, he'd be one of the best. I think what I'm going to do, because Bernie could just hit, I'm putting Kirby Puckett on the team. So it's coming down to Bernie Williams and Bo Jackson. I feel like you could go either way with these guys. But just sheer ability alone, I'm going to have to go with Bo. So just narrowly beat out Bernie Williams. So now we'll move on to pitchers. And again, we'll find a right-handed pitcher and a left-handed pitcher. And let me pull out some lefties here. Because I have a good feeling who my right-hander will be, and I think you all may already know or have an idea when you saw the cards get pulled out. But I gotta find a lefty. Okay, so my righties. Honorable mention is Noah Syndergaard. He's good, but he's no Nolan Ryan. So Nolan Ryan will be making the team. Shockingly, 3 Topps big cards have made the team. I never would have expected that. So for lefties, we have Rick Honeycutt as an option. Again, you know, not phenomenal, but decent numbers. Norm Charlton. And again, this is just his rookie card, so it's really hard to tell. Kyle Crockett, I'm probably not using. Mitch Williams was a good reliever, so he could potentially end up on the team just because of that. Luis Gohard doesn't really have a shot. Dave Righetti. And I think solely because you can see it right here. 3.13 career ERA, 248 saves. He did walk a decent number of guys, struck out some, limited the hits though to less than 1 per inning. I'm going to go with Dave Righetti as our left-handed pitcher. Didn't think I would do that, but that's going to be my pick. I'm curious to see if you would have gone with a different lefty or if another pitcher popped up to you when we were doing the searching. So we got Righetti, Nolan Ryan's our righty. We have an outfield made up of Bo Jackson, Kirby Puckett, and Mike Trout. On the left side of the infield, Andrelton Simmons and Anthony Rendon, potentially one of the best defensive left sides you could have. Mark McGuire and Joe Morgan on the right side. You got some power, you got some speed, and our catcher is going to be the big hitting Carlton Fisk. So I think it's a pretty good team. I'm not 100% sure if it's better than yesterday's team, but it's pretty good. I may do a side-by-side comparison in a future video. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Go Nationals. Get it done. Game 5. Have a great day.